Okay, so when we are dealing with first principles, I haven't actually done a question like this. It's normally when it's a simpler question. So for example, well, first of all, first principles gets the derivative, but in a really long-winded way. So I'll show you an easy example. So if we have f of x equals x squared, we know the derivative is 2, right? 2 times x and then 1 of the exponent. But we're not allowed to do that in first principle. We have to do it a long way. And by doing it, we have to get our f of x, which is x squared. And then we have to get our f of x plus h. And the f of x plus h says we'll replace x with x plus h. And so we get x plus h squared, which when we times that out, gives you x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. If you can just do it like that and see how you get that. If you go x times x is x squared, x times h is xh, x times h is another xh, so you have 2 xh's and an h squared. And because this is the formula, what this says is you can find the limit as h tends to 0. I'm not going to go into a long explanation for that because we don't have time. But basically, as the this bottom tends to 0, you get closer to the true slope with the derivative. Now, if I was to divide by 0 straight away, I would get an undefined answer. So I'm not allowed to just put 0 in yet. I have to somehow get rid of this h. And so this f of x plus h, f of x, we're going to get there. Okay, so I'm going to highlight like I do using pink and blue every time. So f of x equals x squared. Okay, so that is this bit here. And the f of x plus h I've worked out already, which is that. So what I'm going to do is I put these things in the formula. So I write every time limit as h tends to 0, f of x plus h. Now I can write x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus my f of x, which is x squared, all over h. And what I notice is these two x squareds cancel. And so limit as h tends to 0 is 2xh. Well, I can take out an h here and I get h, 2x plus 1. So what have I done? I've taken out an h over h, and then I can cancel the h's. And now I can say limit as h tends to 0. I replace these h with a 0. Well, there's no 0 to replace. And so my derivative is, where did the 1 come from? Do we need the 1? Oh, sorry, this is h squared. And so this isn't plus 1, this is plus h. Yes, I replace my h with a 0. So that becomes a 0, and so I just end up with 2x, which is my derivative, 2x. So we get to 2x just a long way. So let's see how that would work with this thing here. So again, I'm going to limit of h tends to 0. I'm going to find my f of x, and I'm going to find my f of x plus h. Let's see if we can get the answer. Well, first of all, I want to actually tell you what the answer is. Well, 2 times a is 2a, and then 1 of the x is 2, is just 1. And then anything in front of the x becomes the derivative of x, that's 1 exponent. So the answer is B. So this is my answer here. So I know I should get to that, and C comes to 0. Let's see if I can do it with this. So this is my y, is my f of x. So f of x, ax squared plus bx plus c. f of x plus h is a x plus h squared plus b x plus h plus c. This formula tells me where I see an x, I need to put an x plus a. So times this out, get a x squared plus 2a x h squared plus 2bx plus b. So, yeah, plus b. That comes. Can't do anything with that. Okay. So I put an f of x plus h. So a x squared plus 2a x h plus, so I haven't done this one. I haven't done plus, this is going to be a h squared, a times the h squared. Plus bx plus b h plus c minus my f of x, a x squared. I'm going to minus the b. Okay, so then these can over h, right? Okay, let me just do my colors because I usually do the colors. So this is the light blue, which is what I'm minusing. And this is the pink, which is this bit here, which ended up becoming this bit. Nice. So that's, now look and see with the red that I can cancel. I can cancel the c's. I can cancel the bx's. I can cancel the ax squared. And the theory with this is you should always be left with an h in everything that you've got left, which we do. Got an h there, an h there, and an h. Yes, I take out an h, and that's perfect because I can cancel with this bottom h. So I take out an h, and I'm left with 2ax plus ah plus b over h. Limit h tends to 0. Now I can cancel my h's. And so I end up with limit as h tends to 0 of 2ax plus ah plus b. Now the last step is to replace my h with a 0. So that goes away, and I'm left with 2ax plus b. And you see, that's definitely right. I know I've got the 5 marks. All right, so that's first principles. It's quite complicated. You should have done it in matric. You may.
I did.
Yeah. Okay, so hopefully you remember a little bit. I remember those who always.
No, it's coming back to me slowly.
Cool. Yeah, so these questions, I remember just thinking it was 5 or 4 marks in the bag. You have to write limit as h tends to 0 every time. And the nice thing is you know the answer before you start. Because you know how to find the derivative just using your basic power rule. And then if you come to the 2ax plus b, you know it's right. So I don't know if you noticed, like at some point I didn't put an h in there. I've got an a.
Yeah.
And I went back because I could see that I wasn't going to get the right answer. So I was like, okay, then back I've got to. So then I just go back and find where I get it. Because I knew I had to end up with 2ax. But so 2ax over here.
So after this, we've only got what Kramer's rule left to do.
Yes. So I'm just going to stop the recording here.